Assalamualaikum everyone. Today with a new scholarship video. If you are a bachelor student, master student, PhD, or you are searching for a postdoc scholarship plus MBBS, so don't skip this video. You don't need to provide any kind of IELTS and don't need to pay any kind of application fee. So this scholarship is known as ISDB. In other words, is a Islamic Bank a scholarship program application for 2026 and 2027 academic year is now open. So you can look at here. This scholarship is basically governed by Saudi Arabia, some UK organizations, and some other European organizations. So the scholarship call is open. You can look at here the main website. And if you want to search about your specific program, I will guide you in this scholarship. So you have to watch a full scholarship from A to Z. Like if you look at a scholarship program, those country who are not a Muslim, basically this scholarship is for a Muslim country, but those country where Muslims are living as a minority, they can still apply. And do those universities including are Australia, Cambodia, Croatia, Ethiopia, Fiji, Ghana, India, Kenya, Libya, Liberia. You can look at here Singapore, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Thailand, and in other world like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, all of Islamic countries, they are eligible for ISDB scholarship. And they have four brochures here. Like you can look at first one, ISDB ISFD, a scholarship program for least developed member countries. And second one is a Master of Science, in other words, is a MSc scholarship for ISDB least developed member countries. And the third one is Merit Scholarship Program for High Technology for ISDB member. This scholarship is basically for diploma holders peoples. So a scholarship program for Muslim communities and in non-member communities. I already told you that who are the non-member communities. You can look at here those countries where Muslim living as a minority, still they can apply this scholarship. This scholarship is also a high paid scholarship. They will provide you all of the facilities. If you want to search about a specific scholarship categories, you can just click on the documents here and they will give you all of the information. So in this video I will show you the two main documents. Like the first one is about scholarship is for Muslim communities in the non-member countries. The specific criteria, the eligibility of all of the scholarships are same, like the documentation, like the scholarship benefits. So the scholarship benefits and documents I will guide you here. A benefit and facilities. The program cover the following items like a tuition fee payable to the universities directly. So it means that your tuition fee is directly paid by a scholarship toward your university, and a monthly stipend commensurate with the cost living in the country of study. The monthly stipend depends on that which country you are selected for a scholarship, but on an average, I can show you that what how much they will pay you. Like it's about 1,030 pounds per month. So if you convert this amount into USD, it will be become 1,300 something. But on average, it will be a 1,000 pounds. And they will also provide you books and clothing allowance. They will provide you money for your clothes, for your books once a year. A cost of medical treatment is mean that total of your health insurance is covered under this scholarship. And also they will give you a economic ticket when you completed your degree and when you get this scholarship. So it means that you will get two economic ticket air tickets when you move toward a scholarship country or when you move back toward your countries. And I will show you for MSc master program that what kind of documents you need, because this one is very important. You should be under a citizen of least developed countries and your age should not be over 30. So your for a master and for a bachelor and diploma degree holders, they should be under 30 if you want to apply this scholarship. And for PhD, if they are plus 30, still they can apply. And what you need, you should have a BSc degree. This scholarship is also very beneficial for those people who have a BSc, MSc degrees, like old school degrees. above average in academics grade, nominated by Scientific Academic Research Institute, have a good command on the language, and provision of full admission form for from universities or institutions listed under the MSc desirable, strongly encouraged. Not an ISDB staff member, executive director, alternative like that. So you can search all of the information here, and you can see the benefits are same. Like they will provide you a tuition fee waiver, monthly stipend, cost of medical treatment, thesis preparation, and your tickets. But this scholarship didn't follow up your family. It means that you cannot bring your families to the recipient countries. And further, if you want to search about the other things, you can just click on this one, download, and you catalog, and you can study first. It's better that you should have a clear all of the documentation, eligibility requirement, and then you have to apply for this scholarship. Let's move toward the main website, that how you can apply on it. First of all, you have to make an account. On the main page, they mentioned that just apply it here. When you apply it here, they will give you a page where you have to make an your name, your email address, and then they will send you some kind of activation email that you have to click on it, and then you have to set up your password. And your after setting up your password, they will send you some kind of a verification code. Like look at here, they provided me a verification code. After writing after write up your verification code in a password section, they will verify your portal, and after that they will show you this page like apply for scholarship. You can look at here, they have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 categories for application. You have to select your relevant category. Like first one is scholarship program for Muslim country. I already told you that those people who are living in a country where Muslims are in minority, they can choose this scholarship. And a postdoctoral students, they have to choose this part. And a bachelor program or a least development member, bachelor students will choose this one, and a PhD student will choose this one. And the ISDP for technical diploma, those who want to apply for diploma degree holder like a technical and skill work, they have to choose this part. And embassy program scholarship, they will choose this part. So when you click on any one of these, like for example, if I am going to apply for a PhD degree, I just choose this one. If your age is plus 30, like in case if I choose a master program, you can, I just want to show you some important thing here. If your age is plus 30, so you are eligible for this post. So I am 31, so therefore they told me that you're based on your date of birth, you aren't eligible to apply this program. So for master degree you should be under 30. So I will choose a PhD program here. I just click on apply now, and now they're asking me that my age is not over 35. For PhD the age should be under 35, so I will choose yes. I have a MSc degree in the field, you have to choose it yes. My academic background and grades are at least very good, yes. I have a minimum of 2 year of post master program, you have to choose it yes. And a proposed research studies toward development of my country, you have to choose it yes. I have proven proficiency in English and French, you have to choose it yes. And my application is nominated by institute, you have to choose it yes. I am a citizen of one of the ISDB member countries. So what you have to do, the this thing, after setting up your application, you should also take up a sign or stamp from your institute. Like for example, if you study in a college or study in a university or department, you can take a stamp or sign from your department clerk or chairman. And after that you have to click it submit. The first one is a checklist. If I passed this checklist, then you are eligible to complete your application. You can look at here. You have successfully passed the quiz and may proceed the application by clicking on proceed button below. So I just click on proceed, and they will show me almost a one, two, three, four, five, and six part. That there you have to apply, set up all of your documentations. Now is the second part of the video in which I will show you that how you can set up your application. In the first part, for the first part, I covered that what kind of requirements you need, what kind of requirement they require, and what kind of benefits you will get from the scholarship, and which one you have to choose when you are filling up your application. For because for every applicant they have a separate portion. If you choose a different one you will be confused, so it will be, you should have to watch a full video to fill up your application. Let's move to the next part, that how you can fill up your application. Like student information, you have to provide a passport number here, your ID, your national ID. If you don't have a passport, still you can provide your CNIC, your ID card number, your expiry date, place of birth, country of nationality, your status of marital, and number of children. What is you have to provide contact information here, and there is any alternative contact, you have to provide that one here. And next one is academic background. This part is very important, because you choose a specific part, and if your information is wrong your application will be denied. So master student study university name, you have to write the name, master study town, master study country, where you get the degree you have to write the name. For example, my master degree is from GC University Faisalabad, so I will write it there, and I write the name of city like a Faisalabad, field of study, master of study, and master study thesis title, and master study GPA. What's your GPA? So you should GPA should be under very good to excellent. Still, if your GPA is 70%, they accepting the application. Duration of study, and after that you have to provide information about your bachelor studies. If you are gonna apply for a postdoc, you have to give information like a bachelor, master, and a PhD. And if you just apply for gonna apply for a bachelor, you have to provide your information about your intermediate schools, bachelor school, country, faculty members, and after that scholarship. If have you been awarded a scholarship award for the above degree? So if I talk about myself, I was on a scholarship in a master degree full, and now I am doing a full funded scholarship for a PhD. So then you have to choose yes. For After that, provide detail of your language proficiency. Your language proficiency must be supported by documents or certificate. For English, by recognized language certificate such as TOEFL or past required lab tests such as by British Council or like that. They mentioned that you have to provide a document or certificate. So certificate is basically for a TOEFL or IELTS. A document you can provide MOE like that your previous study program was totally English, and you have to mention on your certificate that your last year's study degree is equal to IELTS 6. So nowadays most of the universities accepting MOI, but they mention clearly that your certificate should clearly detail that your last degree study taught English was equal to IELTS 6. So you have to provide them that one here. And after that, have you been awarded by STB? You can choose it no. The next part is professional. Like if you have any kind of job experience or professional experience, you have to write up the information here. And after that step, PhD study a research proposal. Because I choose a PhD study, so therefore they asking me about a research proposal. Your current area, your field of title of research proposal, major field of study, and do you have any universities admission. Please state a reason for travel restriction. And next one is attachment. Attachment is basically your documents. You have to provide all of the document. See, like you can provide national ID, and you can provide passport here. Upload CV. Upload your medical, doctor, hospital, good health certificate. After degree and transcript for BSc, for MSc, you can combine degree and transcript together in a PDF form and upload in a one file. And all of the documents should be in PDF. You cannot upload MS documents or JPG documents. Upload your work experience, upload letter of evidence or pre-admission, upload language of certificate, test score if applicable. You can see that if is applicable. Basically, it's depend on the application side that you where you are gonna applying for a scholarship. For a bachelor student, they didn't need any kind of test score. And for a same as for PhD and master, if you have a test score is a plus point. If you don't have a test score, you can upload a MOI certificate because your last degree is in English, and this scholarship is basically for developed countries. For research proposal, upload your certificate of medical, upload a publications, upload your nomination letters attested by your host institute. You can just download the attestation form template here. You can visit to your university or school, they will stamp or sign, and then you can submit here. And after that, if you look at here, the last part is declaration. Declaration is basically the sign that all of the information you provided on this application portal is authentic, and there is no any kind of a mistake or a wrong information you provided. Then you have to click on agree, and then after that you have to submit this application. So don't so this scholarship is very beneficial for all of the people, for Muslim girls, for Muslim people, for minority Muslim in all of the countries, and all of the Asian, South Asian countries, so they can apply in this scholarship. Because I want to show you one more thing, that partnership program, who are the partner in this scholarship. The first one is the Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, ISFD. Second one is the Queen Mary's University of London. And next one is a Uganda. Third one is a Ministry of Education, Higher, and a Moroccan Agency of International Cooperation, and Presidency for Turk abroad and related communities. One, two, three, four, five, and six. So there are six partnership who are going to provide this such scholarship, and every year they open such scholarship that you can get this scholarship, and it will be beneficial for your country, for your home country, for yourself, for your family. And share this video with your friend in your education circle, that all of the people get this opportunity, because you didn't need any kind of IELTS, you didn't need any kind of application fee. Still, you need a focus, good documents. If you are good in documents, you can get this scholarship. So remember me in your prayers. Until the next time, Allah Hafiz.